Hello viewers, I am Sanjeev Pandya welcoming you to the Tax Time Show. Another episode and another information that we need to give you in this show. As you know that you get the latest information when it comes to taxes in this show, Tax Time. But not only taxes, there are also certain parts related to the taxes, meaning if you are a business owner and if you own a business, how many taxes are there and how can you be a business owner in terms of taxes and what you need to know. That's what we're going to be discussing in this episode, courtesy of Mr. Ajay Kumar, CPA and MBA with Sai CPA Services, an accounting firm based here in state of New Jersey. Ajay ji, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing okay, Sanjeev ji. Thank you.
Very good. This country attracts more entrepreneurs, and there are more entrepreneurs are created in this country than perhaps anywhere in the world.
Agreed, absolutely.
This country's infrastructure is such, democracy is such, and business prospects are such. So in this episode, Ajay ji, we would like to know from you about entrepreneurs and what they should consider about, setting what kind of company. And even if they are not living in the US, can they still do business in US? I am anxious to find out all the information from you in this episode.
Absolutely. It will be my pleasure. Let's talk about, as you rightly said, entrepreneurs and the tax consideration that a typical entrepreneur or a small business owner should have. Especially in these times, Sanjeev ji, under this pandemic situation, a lot of people have lost job. A lot of people want to follow their passion. They always wanted to start a business, and now it's an opportunity for them to get into their own business. So this episode is timely in the sense when we want our viewers to know what tax consideration you should have when you are thinking about starting your own business.
Absolutely. The number one thing in the tax consideration is that we should let our viewers know that you have to pay taxes. There is no any other way out.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it's slightly more than just paying the taxes.
Yes.
People pay more penalties for non-filing as opposed to non-payment.
Yes.
Say, take an example. If your tax filing is due, let's say on March 15th, the late filing penalty for a typical LLC, 1065 filer S Corp is $400 a month. If you are filing 1 day late, penalty is $400. If you are paying 1 day late, the maximum interest we can charge is few percent. So a lot of times it's not just about paying taxes. It's more about understanding your tax filing obligation, understanding what type of taxes you are supposed to file, what type of taxes you are supposed to pay. So you can design your structure in a way that's most cost efficient, tax efficient for you.
And there may be some business owners, entrepreneurs out there who perhaps they're paying more taxes because they set up wrong company. They should have set it up, let's say company A, instead they set it up company B without knowing the whole benefits of A and B, and they are ending up paying more taxes.
You're right. It happens all the time. And the interesting fact is, if you are paying more than your fair share, nobody will ever come to you. You will not get a letter from IRS. You will not get a letter from the state. Hey, by the way, you paid more taxes. We'll take your money. No communication. If you pay less than your fair share of taxes, then you will get a notice from the IRS, you will get a notice from the state, hey, you did not pay these taxes.
But
so it happens all the time.
When you pay more taxes, like you said, no one from federal government sends you a notice saying you're paying more taxes, but a person like Mr. Ajay Kumar will tell you you're paying more taxes and you should not be paying more taxes. Let's look into your detail and let's find out what kind of company that you have set up. With that note, let's begin with the different entities and let's go in each entity detail by detail.
So when you are starting your small business, when you are thinking about getting self-employed, doing something of your own, you have to first consider what type of business structure you want. Do you want an LLC, corporation, and corporations can be of S Corp or C Corp, proprietorship or a partnership. You have to understand the pros and cons of each type of structure to make sure this type of entity is best suited for your type of business. Depending on what type of entity you choose, you may end up paying a lot more taxes than what you should be, and it happens all the time. We get new entrepreneurs coming to us, we review their tax and we say, you know what, instead of LLC, if you had an S Corp, you would be paying 15% less self-employment taxes. It could be significant, could be thousands of dollars. So before you start the business, before you go get self-employed, start working for yourself, make sure you have had a discussion with your accountant, with your attorney, to discuss what type of structure is best suited for your type of business.
Very well said. And before we go into the each and every single entity's details, we're going to take a break. But before that, I must tell you viewers that if you have any questions, please send us an email. texttime@tvasiausa.com. That's our email ID. And in this episode, you're going to get all the details about several entities and what kind of entities are the best for you. And once again, texttime@tvasiausa.com. That's our email ID. Mr. Ajay Kumar will personally reach out to you. With that note, a short break, and we'll see you on the other side of the messages. Please don't go anywhere.